Let's bring on board the management of HPL Electric, Gautam Seth, Joint MD of the company, to talk more about the company. Also, there has been a tender rollout by the BSES and what that means for the industry and the company going forward. Thank you so much, Gautam, for joining in with us this afternoon. And firstly, I just want to ask about this tender rollout that has come from the BSES, which is for 5 million smart meters, which is worth around 5,000 to 6,000 crores and is expected in July. Any opportunity that you see coming in for HPL Electric in this tender? What will this mean for the company and the industry as a whole?
Yeah, as you are aware, there are very large tenders and demand coming in the smart meter space. And of course, the tender you mentioned, yes, the tender is out and it does present a very large opportunity for us. But as you know, it is still in the tender stage, so I probably will not be able to comment on that. But yes, overall, the smart meter is today presenting a very large space in terms of the inquiries which are floating around. In terms of values, one can say that yes, over 10-15,000 crores worth of orders are today under evaluation, and a lot of inquiries are floating on, in which HPL Electric is very much qualified and is looking to gain into that opportunity.
Right. So, I just want to understand, will you be bidding for this over here? And, if you actually do receive any of the orders and win the bids over there, in terms of capacity, how well prepared are you over there then?
Yeah. So currently, if you look at the order book, as on end of May, our order book is over 1,550 crores. Majority of these are meters. Over 1,250 crores are the meters, in which bulk of it, almost 75%, are the smart meters. So in terms of order book, we are currently at a comfortable pace where we are having a lot of inquiries and even forthcoming orders where we look at which are very large in terms of values and in quantities. In terms of our capacity, we have a sufficient capacity. We have over the past couple of years have invested into the R&D, into the manufacturing, and overall creating a right network and in terms of the ecosystem what we have to go forward in exploiting this opportunity. In terms of capacity expansion, we do not see any major capacity expansion to happen, but yes, there are a lot of upgradations which are happening. There are certain expansions happening on the electric side also, which in fact, very recently we are looking to open up a new electronic manufacturing area. But overall, the preparedness, what the company has done over the past couple of years, we have now been seeing the opportunity which is coming, where we can really look to exploit it in a better manner.
Well, as you were mentioning that your order book stands at close to 1,500 crore rupees, but what is your outlook when it comes to the order info, and where do you see your order book to be by the end of this financial year?
Yeah, sufficiently large for sure, because in terms, as I said, in terms of inquiries, they are pretty large inquiries which are there. Also, in many of these cases, we are very well placed, where we do expect certain large orders to be coming by. As and when they come, we will be looking to inform the same. But in terms of the execution, most of these executions would take place in terms of in the next 12 to 18 months, or even going up to 24 months. So in terms of the order book, what we are looking at, I think with a strong execution, what would happen on a quarter-to-quarter basis, definitely the order book will be sufficiently large. Maybe I cannot put in a figure right now, but definitely maybe it can be even double of what we are today. So the overall ecosystem, what the government has put in through the RDSS scheme and the DB put model, what has been there, the inquiries are really flowing in and presents a very, very good opportunity for us. And in terms of order book, we are quite bullish. Our own execution over the last 2 to 3 quarters has been pretty high. As a company, we have looked at, we have seen almost 25% growth in the last year. And even going forward this year, in terms of orders, in terms of sales, we are definitely looking at a healthy double-digit growth going forward.
Well, sticking with that order book question, any details if you could share relating to the 5G related orders, given the fact that 5G rollout has been increasing on a daily basis, and also if you could share some light when it comes to the export side of the order book.
Yeah, as HPL, one of our basic strength has been working on newer technologies. So be it smart cities or renewable energies or smart metering. Also, 5G is one of it where we have really worked on for the past some time. So since the rollout of the 5G from October 22, we have seen certain good amount of orders which are flowing in on a month-to-month basis. And there again, we have said it earlier, but we do see the flow of orders on a constant basis, and a revenue of almost 100 to 150 crores in the next 12 to 18 months is something what we are looking at, and we really are seeing the tractions coming forward. In terms of exports, we have over the last 3 years, particularly after COVID, we have seen an expansion in the overseas market, and we are currently exporting to 45 countries. Now, you will realize that export markets, to really build up a network in these markets, looking at complying with their local standards and the specific area requirements. So it does take time, but I think we are today present in nearly 45 countries, and we are building up the network. So in terms of revenues also, we have seen steady growth over the last 3 years, and we do hope to continue to see growth going forward in that. The strong point for us has been that all our products, be it gears, lighting, wire cable or meters, so they have been manufactured in compliance with the global standards. We are also looking to do the testing in third-party laboratories where we are gaining global compliances for our products. So this is eventually going to help us in the long term, and definitely export market is something where the company is focusing on. This year, we in fact, we have participated in global exhibitions in Dubai and Germany as well, and we definitely see this as a long-term focus for the company.
Just, in terms of margins, they are at around the 12 to 13% range as of now. FY24, is this level sustainable, or maybe something better we could expect something in mid-teens as well?
Yeah, our margins, if you look at our EBITDA margins, they have been last 2 years, we've been around 12.5%. And with individually, if you look at the segments, the meter has a little higher margin with around 13 to 14% EBIT, and the consumer and industrial around 11 to 12%. But in terms of the factors which affect the margins, we are seeing a very stable environment. Especially, there seems to be no supply chain disruptions, or even the commodity prices have stabilized to a certain extent. So in a way, although our endeavor is always to increase the margins, but some way on a sustainable level, I would say 12.5% right now on a EBITDA margin would be sustainable. In terms of operational efficiency, we are of course looking. There are a lot of steps internally what the company has been taking, wherein we are looking to reduce our operational cost. There is a lot of focus on automating our processes. As we see more standardization in even the meters or even the other products, definitely there's a lot of focus by the company on automation, on following the industry 4.0 standards. So there is a lot of work which is happening wherein we can enhance our margins. But overall, the environment seems to be much more stable in terms of the pricing, the commodity pricing, and other things. So which I would say will lead to a steady margin. In metering, as the volumes are picking up, maybe as we go ahead in the next year where we are seeing a surge in volumes, we may see the volumes, we may see the margins pick up on an interim basis, definitely, and we will definitely look to hold to those and keep them on a sustainable basis.
Right. Thank you so much, Gautam, for joining in with us this afternoon, giving us an understanding about the company as well, and what should we be expecting from the tenders that will be rolling out in terms of meters as well. But on that note, viewers.